Good morning. In the background, you're listening to key solfeggio music. Gotta mellow down easy. Good morning. Good afternoon. That was my imitation of a hadron collider. Imagine if you're old enough, let's say you're over 35, or even younger, anybody can play this game, but you have to be old enough to go back 30 years, 1994. Somebody walked up to you and said, "Hey, did you know Dolores Cannon attained the first catalyst for us, and she's from Andromeda? She's an avatar now. Did you know Yeshua was a bee in second density? He's about 30 million years old, and it's beyond words, because there are souls that are older than him, yet he was selected." You see, he was from Sirius, as was his mother and his father, and, well, Mary's tapestry goes back to Isis, and Joseph was of David, and the angel Gabriel came and talked to both of them. "Hey, buddy, how you doing? Look, I'm a little late. You doing all right? All right, listen, see you shrink, will you? Get out!" What the fuck has gone on with Billy? Where the hell did he come from? He was normal yesterday, and he came in and started talking this way. I saw a guy out on the street corner saying, "Save me, Jesus, touchdown, Jesus." And Byron Fenton's from Notre Dame, for God's sakes, and he was like, ROTC. He was Lou Holtz's water boy, and he runs it now from Delta. After Garrison and Shoemaker, Peter and Paul. Imagine if somebody came up and said, "That shit to you at US SOCOM, where I worked from 1992 until 2010 plus. Man, I ran a company where I had perfect cover to go do whatever the hell I want, and it just worked out. I didn't really know it was going to be that great." Then she left. I'm putting a bright spin on it. They're right on time. Maya's calendar ended, and the old lady said, "Look, I don't know where you're going, but I'm out of here." And it hurt. It's a death. Marriage is a curse and a death. It's those two things, a curse and a death. Look at the divorce rate. Now, there are exceptions. People grow old together. And to this day, I admire an old couple. Man, I just saw a guy today at the local store. Harps. The guy was in his Mr. Green's jeans, and he had a walker. But I'll tell you what, he was with it, just wanting to talk to people and mix it up, and told me about a cave in an old park near his house. 1952 it got put in. And his wife was with him. She was checking out the groceries. Every bit as old as him. Chiming in, sharp. And there they were. They've probably been married 50 years. People have those anniversaries. I made 24, so that's not bad. It's better than, hey, we came back from the honeymoon and we left. I got two great kids. And they were reared through adulthood. So about that, let's come back and let's talk about the topic of this video and where we are now in the Mayan calendar and the fact that 9/11 is his date of birth. By the way, I left 30 years ago, and I'm here right now talking to you. In the future, can't be the past, only the future. I would say, based upon the walk. You see, time's a dimension, and it goes forward. The ice cube melts. That's 3D. That's the third dimension. Width, height, and length. Then there's the fourth dimension. It's time. So when you hear somebody mention the fourth dimension, and they don't default to that, then really they're out of default. So that's 4D. Now what's the fifth dimension? Well, it can be expressed many ways because they're measurements. You see, if you took that ice cube and you connected it dot for dot, with the other hollow ice cube. Now you got a lot of stuff going on. Past. There's inside, there's outside, there's through, there's width, there's in. They're measurements. But they're lifetimes also. And we were 12-dimensional beings up on Lyra, if you're with me. Eldora's from Lyra, okay? Good for her. She's got Samani from Sirius. Thank God. The Lyrans need help. They need help. You were Lyran. Lion futurist. Lion of Judah. But we all got dumbed down to two-stranded. You see, I can explain it, but you gotta believe it. So in this case, we're in a 3-planet alignment. Right now, today, I gotta get this uploaded. But it's gonna last for a couple of days. These are all windows. You ready for the big 3? Mighty Casey? Mars. Oh, the thumb. Jupiter. Holy Lucifer. Abandonment. And Saturnalia. Saturn. Your belief system. It's the 440. You know, they're all light minutes away. And there's human presence occulted. Maybe unwittingly. Like they take their tube ride and they get there. I'm telling you, that's how it works. Like full witticism is difficult to explain. Who knows about witticism besides the bubblehead James P. Clapper? Yes, I briefed him every day. I was Billy the Kid. We must roll reincarnation into the storyboard. There's just no way out, because we're it. I mean, if I just describe this as freaking angels and Lyrans in 12D and being dumbed down to two-stranded, I'm allowed to say that angels are ET and many are human, and there's 900 million of us in 3 waves since Truman's story dropped the bomb. Meanwhile, there was an Operation Galahad. Yes, Galahad. And what happened then? The locals, the indige, bambooed them by the freaking patrol load. They were taking them down. Stinging them. They were out. The Japs, the dark ones, the ones that came through Vegan City. But why Vegan City? Well, that's Spain, for God's sakes. We ain't talking World War II, we're talking back. That's where they came. That's the spot. Ted Turner invested in the Georgia Guidestones, and by God, they got taken down. Thank you, Indigo Angel, because she told us, and then they went down. You see, it's awareness, and they're scared, so they had to get rid of those stones. Well, why? Because it said 500 million. That's what we need on the planet with the harvest. And they've been destroyed. So everything's going to be okay. Well, it's not 500 million now. It's 900 million if you're with us. Everybody else is a passerby, bystander. Don't give a shit about them. But you should, just in case they can talk and they're not fucking clones like Osama bin Laden, Tim Osman. You name them. The real one's an alias in the States, and the guy with the beard that everybody thought was him, the field guy, they sheeped him up, and he answered the door of his bedroom, and Opie got him. And boy, them seals can yap, and McCraven got UT, so it's all true. You see, there's an inner life. There's Mercury, it's artificial, city of London, but by God, Delta Force got on this freaking object that's got the ergonomics to go take off. It being light minutes away, Mercury. I'd say it's, well, Mars is, I think, 3 light minutes. Yes, Mars and Venus are 3 light minutes. So add a little bit of, Sun is 8 light minutes away, and Saturn is 83. So that's a long ride. That's like Joe Biden going to work from Delaware to D.C. every day. The guy took the metro. Was he charging for it? I don't know. I'm in sales, not management. Now, having said that, let's review the cover. Then we'll get into the substance of this alignment that's going to happen with Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter. It's upon us. And on the 17th, these madmen want to use the Hadron Collider to bash the shit out of your brain. Make you paranoid. You know, these people that are scared already. You remember the eyes behind the mask during COVID? You can see them. They were fucking scared shitless. Just by looking at their eyes. Well, guess what? Your eyes breathe, so that same scared person probably went, holy shit, and rubbed their eye, and then you got sick from it if you didn't vax. So blame them, but it's too late. They might be dead. Now, there's pre-existing conditions from African Americans. Evander Holyfield, DMX. What happened to Will Smith? Didn't he have a doctor? Wasn't he under the care of Harley Pasternak, the nutritionalist that coached up Jane Fonda, who's got breast cancer and will die soon? Certainly not Jimmy Carter. Although his life has been prolonged because he checked out of that MD and he's doing home hospice. He's a saint. Define a saint and go to Jimmy Carter. He wore it as a president, if you're old enough to remember. All right, get ready for this. So, we're going to watch the video on this freaking Palatine alignment that's either good or bad for you if you're paying attention. Here's a very important conversion right now. 9/11-0, and then this is the Mayan date on that day, 9/11. 360 plus 5, peeps. It's math. It's calculable. Right there's a conversion thing. This points to the CERN option on the 17th. Yep. And this is today. So I got to get this out. So we're going to watch this video. Stand by. Wait, I want to say one more thing. This is going to be in the video. Look, he's a gray. Who's he? He's got no penis. Isn't it a man? I see boobs. What did they design out there in Zeta Reticuli that's going to stare at you? It's going to be like this. If you're here, you got to deal with it. Invite them in. Say, what do you want to eat? They're telepathic, so talking to them's a waste of time. They'll bamboozle you with words. If anything comes out, they got tortured at Area 51. Orion. That was the Orion group that got nailed. See, the original Greys are from Zeta. But Lucifer popped them around in the bureau. They get there one way or the other. These poor bastards came in from Orion and crisscrossed at 51 and wham! They got caught. Right there. And what did they do? They fucking tortured them. They didn't waterboard them. They just turned lights on them. And it was, you'll destroy yourself. And shit like that. Crazy shit, man. Believe it or not, they got thumbs. Holly Bagley was out there tooting her horn again about stuff now. Like, she's somebody special. Which she is. But she's talking about some stuff happening in September. St. Andreas Fault, blah, blah, blah. Then you go to the Mississippi River and the history there, it flowing backwards and the significance of those plains. It's like Egypt, the Mississippi, the floodplains. The Blacks. There she is. That's Yeshua's second daughter. That's not really her. That's an image of somebody lugging something, going, hey, come on, help me, help me, help me. What time is it? At K-Order S. Time to wake the fuck up, peeps. Maya's got a calendar. I'm trying to explain it. Now, have I dilly-dallied long enough? No! I gotta talk more about me. I was Billy the fucking Kid. Now I talk to them. I'm Margaret Glycero. I quit my own college. You're looking at a former version of William Joseph Chaminade. No, the present version, my right brain. I quit my own school. O'Reilly didn't. It's too funny. It's funnier than a movie. It's better than a movie. It's all real. All right. Read the fuck lax, Bill. All right, come back around. Why was I so emotional? Just because I gave you a quick tutorial on measurements, shouldn't you take some credit for comprehending it? Or are you a fucking retard? You know, if you're a retard, you don't pay tax. Nigga. Over there. You want to say what? Boy, I could tell you stories. Sergeant French imitating Captain Chambers like a white man. Didn't I tell you forthcoming? He's like a fucking English accent. My black NCO right in front of me. Hadn't I told you yesterday he did like formally English because I guess Chambers chewed his ass out. Man, so I'm French. Jimmy Odom guarded Rudolph Hess, so don't give me no shit. I'm telling you a personal story. He was the S3 ops guy. Biggest, strongest man in the battalion. Every bit of a freaking slam dunk. Pigeon-toed,
This kid played basketball. Jimmy Odom. Anyway, I talk about Rudolph Hess because that's a tie to fucking Kissinger. Like, they left Rudolph Hess. And he, I think they killed him eventually, or until he died naturally. They were guarding him. But all these other guys got away. Mengele, everybody else. Kissinger let them all go. You see, Henry Kissinger was Enki from the Sumerian tablets. You can't get more Anunnaki original than that, because he's the son of Anu, who was Zbigniew Brzezinski. The talking head on MSNBC. Her father was Anu incarnate. All right? I don't know if you get this on other channels. You might not, but you'll get good stuff from, like, Stefan Burns. He'll give you solar stuff and talk off the top of his head. Joe Dispenza talks about biogenetics with Bruce Lipton because they're from Andromeda. I'm from Arcturus, as is Michael Nostradamus. I call out his cartoons, huh? And, of course, Obama was a Colombo, huh? That stupid Masood, dumbass, Sabood jumper program back to Mars. Look, there's life on Mars, and they're about to have this triad go on with the 3 planets that they transport back and forth to. And there used to be Maldek, Helen Keller. Eyes and ears, artificial. You come home from work, and you got to find them to put them on, that kind of shit. Put on your ear amps. Where have you been? Holy shit. The bowling league. The Flintstones met the Jetsons, and here we are. The Kali Yuga is over, and if you hear me, we're going to live forever and not TikTok out. You got to go vegan. You got to not brush with fluoride, and you got to love your neighbor. Those are 3 good things, I think. There's more. Read his words, Essene.com. Beware the Bible. It's all about the man, our father. God's a woman first, then a man. Androgynous, Andromeda. Whoa. It just figures out that way. And look at this poor thing. Hey, you think that's God? You think our Creator says, okay, you guys just go do that forever. They'll get bored because they're stuck. They can't make love. They can only think about it. It's like reading a magazine and, like, you can't do nothing but creaming yourself, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a fucking gray. But there are grays. They're part of the social memory complex I'm trying to articulate. Now you got reptiles. Go to Governor Hoke or Como, New York State. The reptiles grow their tails back naturally. The real ones. Like the ones and then go spiritual and bodily and fucking wear it. They got the first shot on the planet. Okay, so I'm going to get to this triad that we're undergoing right now. It's by a provider named Soul Wisdom. And he frequently talks about Dolores Cannon. So that says enough for me from start to finish. Okay. We got a good take on this one? Okay.
Throws to Buddy Harrelson, 1. The first, double play. Throws to Buddy Harrelson, 1. The first, double play. And a fight breaks out. Pete Rose.
One point 3, baby. I've told this story before so quickly. I grew up on Long Island, and HBO is actually headquartered nationally in Hicksville, the next town over on Broadway. So they went door to door pushing it. And my father got the package, so we had an old box with a clicker. Beep, beep, beep. You put your TV to channel something, and then it connected so that you can then use the box to get to all the stations. In the early days of HBO in New York, we had like a Madison Square Garden network. All the movies, these old flicks that were pretty good, they play them a lot back to back. So you watch the new stuff, but then they had the old stuff to look at with a bunch of channels. So the Madison Square Garden thing
had a camera that was on the ring 24/7, just like a CCTV shot. You could watch the guys sweeping up after with nobody there. Then when it came time for boxing, the crowd filled up. It was all like second by second. And they showed the Golden Gloves. So if you were a boxing fan, you could pay attention to all the matches when they were coming up. Golden Gloves. These are guys who were amateurs that just like to fight. I knew guys in Long Island that did Golden Gloves. I think Wally Matthews did, and he got the shit beat out of him by a guy named Billy Roth, who I think got put in an asylum or something. But when you talk Golden Gloves, you're talking about guys like, right at the top, Joseph Gallagher, who carried the cross in Maui. They were trying to get him. That caused the fires. But in New York, there was a guy named Steve Vickers. And the fights that I reviewed just now didn't really fully show what the man's capacity was. Before HBO, I mean, my parents would go out for a long night, and my brother Danny and I will probably, my brother Danny and me will probably 10 to 12, 8 to 12, and we watched on a small TV, black and white, hockey games. And it was black and white, so you didn't know any better. It was a very small screen, but we got to watch a lot of Steve Vickers and a lot of great players. And I asked Phil Esposito personally, because me and a guy named Chuck Coakley were Mad Dogs and Englishmen. He comes in. I said, Phil! I felt embarrassed because there were probably 12 people in the place, and he's like, well, it was with a girl, so whatever. So I shut down. He went and got a seat by the window. Then the waitress came over and said, hey, Phil said you could talk to him if you want. So I said, Chuck, let's go. We went over to him. Chuck was a new hockey fan from South Carolina, West Point. And I had told him about Vickers. So I said, hey, Phil, it's great to meet you. I was trying to tell my friend about Steve Vickers. I just wanted to connect with him, nostalgia-wise, and it worked. He's like, oh, you mean Sarge? So we talked about him very briefly, Golden Gloves guy you can watch. Then he said, you know who was the greatest fighter in hockey? This is Phil Esposito. Gordie Howe. He mashed a guy's face. But this is Vickers just doing a shot. So let's watch him.
Pounded by O'Reilly, still has it. Now checked by Shepard. Takes it away, cuts in and scores! Coming off the ball. Pounded by O'Reilly, still has it. Now checked by Shepard. Takes it away, cuts in and scores! Coming off the board.
There's Bobby Orr.
5-3 as Vickers and Marcotte go at it.
Sorry, Fred. Marcotte came across to take Vickers out of the play with a good solid body check just as Kachuk fired the puck. And they're still going at it. Marcotte and Vickers.
Get ready.
Standing there with the linesman letting him go at it. Oh, and Marcotte got
Golden Gloves.
left hand by Vickers, and they're down. And now
I'm telling you, the guy can put him down.
Man in here. McGregor moved
Pound
in.
for pound,
As did Don Orey. Orr is in. We'll have to wait for the call here. O'Reilly and Park are maybe going to end up down.
Brad Park was not a fighter. He's a defenseman. I think he married his first cousin. He was a slap shot guy, defenseman. O'Reilly was a big dude.
Here's the shot. There's Kachuk with the puck. Now you'll watch the shot here. Very strong. He holds on to the puck. Now he comes out. There's Marcotte now. Marcotte's moving to take out Vickers right here, coming across. Oh.
There you go. Not too heavy. All right, let's proceed. So, I was talking about angels being E.T. I'm from Arcturus A, and I believe Rogan is Arcturus A also, as is Nostradamus, who now sits on Sirius A with the soul tapestry in a body of Muhammad. I think about them all the time, especially at night. But let's watch this conversation about Coca-Cola
and Atlanta. And what happened to us? It's Paramount Pictures, because they did Reefer Madness. And listen to the timing on how things happened down there in Georgia.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
It gave Joseph P. Kennedy a job, JFK's father.
I'm 54 years old.
Cuba.
And I know what I'm doing.
So he's 54. This is 3 years old.
Cocaine, not the bullshit that people sell on the street that's been stepped on. So, like, when you go to places like Colombia and you go to the source and you get really good cocaine, like Colombia cocaine is about $7 a gram, whereas in New York it could be anywhere from $60 to $100 a gram. And
Rogan is an expert
MMA,
MMA,
so you go to the source countries and you get
mixed martial arts analyst. As Tyson is to boxing.
It could be a really good evening with you and your significant other.
He's at that level.
And all of
and
these
Owen Benjamin makes fun of him
paranoid
because he's like 6'7", and Rogan doesn't respond to it.
There are reasons to be paranoid if you're doing something wrong.
Because he's a comedian.
I get that. I mean, so
Rogan's out there at the middle of the ring.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. So there's a reason to. That's a rational sort of thing. But what's irrational is that we're arresting people for what they put in their bodies.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, agreed wholeheartedly. And I always point out that
Dr.
you can
Carl
go to CVS
Hart.
and buy enough liquor to kill yourself.
Absolutely.
24/7,
Listen
all
to
day
that.
long.
Absolutely.
Liquor
So
can
easy
kill
to
you.
do.
You can
Absolutely,
die from liquor, and they
So
sell
when you
it.
think about cocaine and why it's illegal,
Yeah.
We used to do it. You were there.
Cocaine came to the United
Striped
States.
suits, Carrington
And
event.
for the popular masses in the
Reincarnation.
late 1800s. And
Home planets.
Coca-Cola, this guy John Pendleton, I think his name was, he put it in Coca-Cola, well, this product, a Coca wine. And he was out of Atlanta.
This is back like carpetbaggers.
He put it in
Post-Civil
Coca
War,
wine in
late 1800s.
1894. The next year, Atlanta banned alcohol.
Boom.
So before Prohibition, alcohol was banned in Atlanta. Prohibition didn't.
Just Atlanta.
Just Atlanta. I mean, cities.
Interesting.
Various cities banned this.
Speakeasies by the 20s and 30s.
Nationwide. So since they banned alcohol in Atlanta, he had to come up with a new formulation. And so what he did was took the alcohol out, added carbonated water and sugar. Then you have Coca-Cola with that. This is how This is how Coca-Cola was made. And he put it in these soda fountains, so he sold
like
at
a
pharmacies,
liqueur.
soda fountains, and they were for whites only. So cocaine was typically available only to white people at that time. But
Like in a saloon
I
or
guess maybe 1899
on
early
wagons.
1900s, Coca-Cola began bottling the product. Now it's available to black people. And now you start to get the connection between violence and cocaine use among black people. And this sort of narrative grew and grew
PSYOP.
to the point where we banned cocaine effectively in 1914, largely because of its association with black people using the drug.
There was a Daily News article earlier than that.
Chinese, that's the real reason that those drugs are banned, not because of pharmacology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good
And
word.
that's not to say that people can't get in trouble with these drugs, but people do.
Pharmacy
You know,
is
like
Get
sorcery.
in trouble with alcohol.
That's right. That's
Alcohol's
right.
a
But
chemical.
the only stories that
Mercury
we
up
tell
your ass.
about cocaine is the one where people get in trouble.
Yes.
But I gotta
We're
tell
entitled to this. We're
recently
going
I
back
watched,
to it.
Pete
If you
Davidson's
stay here.
movie. What was that? The
So
King
it's
of
good
Staten
news.
Island, I think it is.
We'll
It
have
was
a proper drink
First
in
time
measured
in a popular
doses.
movie
And
where
we'll guard each other to make sure that
a hero
they don't freak out.
used cocaine.
Because when
and he
you
was still a
combine
hero.
it with the booze,
So you might remember the
there's your
scene where
problem.
Steve Buscemi and I think Bill Burr, they were talking about.
I didn't see the movie.
It was a great
I heard it was
scene.
great.
A great scene where they were talking about Pete's dad, and Pete's dad had used cocaine previously, and Pete didn't know this, but it was just a matter of fact. The guy used cocaine. He liked his cocaine, but he was still a good guy. He was a fireman. He was a hero. He was all of these things, and they didn't besmirch him. for
Tammany
using
Hall.
cocaine. it's one of the few times that you
go
see
back
in popular
Atlantic
culture
City,
that somebody uses something
black
like
people
cocaine,
rose up in
and they're
St.
not
Louis and Oklahoma.
They don't
jazz,
they don't go down this path
and
of
the
becoming
KKK
an addict
burned
and
them down.
losing all of their possessions because of the drugs.
Don't blame
And
them
so I
for
thought,
not
like,
being
they're
pissed.
doing something,
And they're
here that's
educated
different.
in their
And
black
that was it
universities
because
and
of
learn
BRICS.
it, and they got to
And
function in
most of the stereotypes
society.
about cocaine in Hollywood are, people
Hollywood.
using people, seedy people, people that have no compassion for each other, ruthlessly ambitious people. Doing
Now, who are
coke
the-
and just all full of
who are the
themselves
major
and high on
importers?
themselves and
Who are
take
the-
over this fucking town.
All right, so
That's what you
you've got who was the major importers into this country? Who had all the badges? Who could put people in the right places to roll them in? So let's say you were a good guy and you got a job out at the outpost, Homeland Security, whatever. You're the toll guy. You're at the border. You're the one who's doing the inspection, and once they get by you, you're done. The guy comes to work. He does a great job. He's getting good evaluation reports, and then his boss comes to him one day and says, hey, there's going to be a vehicle coming through here at 5:30 tonight. They're going to have some cargo on there that we normally report, but you're going to complete this thing. And you're on our team. We like the good work you do, so it's time to join formally. Are you okay with that? And the answer comes back, well, let me tell you what, Scotty. We know where your family lives, and we don't want to hurt you. I'm your handler. Call it that. But let the truck go by. And then he's in. Then he's recorded. He's in the thing. He's a fucking player then at the front end. So that's how they get him. The Rothschilds got Cemex, and you got vets that went around looking for homeless people out there. And next thing you know, they find an underground labyrinth with fucking, leashes and shit for child handling. So how are they getting across the border? Well, for God's sakes, maritime currency. It's the money. It's the Rothschilds. Man makes weather. LBJ.
Yeah, I hope that changes, man.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would try it with you.
He's a doctor.
I would try it.
Yeah, all right.
Especially listening to you and knowing you probably get the real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I avoid things that
I
make me
did
confident.
Bufo, baby.
I'm not interested
The
in that.
Toad.
I'm confident enough. I'm plenty confident. I like
He's
things that
Arcturian.
scare me. That's why I like marijuana so much.
Yeah.
I do.
See,
People
Joey-
think I'm kidding. I'm not.
Joey Rogan.
I like the paranoia. I like freaking out because I
Yeah.
just come out of it the other end with some sort of a lesson.
Good
Because
man.
I think sometimes
Hear his voice.
we can shield
I don't know if he's
ourselves
smoking
from
American
things
Spirit
that
cigarettes
we're really
yet,
worried
but they cure. Nicotine is a curative. Dementia and Alzheimer's, because it comes on old people. So at least you can get them some clarity in their rocking chair, man, with the pipe. Or a smoke. A pipe or a smoke. Popeye the Sailor Man, high alkaline. He loved olive oil, all right? So get your utility for longevity, and let's watch this subsequent video on what is going on with Jupiter, Saturn, Mars. Cut. Okay, a quick interjection to show a little global aspect to this and some history. We'll get back to that video in a second. First you had Spain. No, the Anunnaki dropped into the Gulf. Sumer. Arcadia. They went west. Eventually they made it to Israel, looped down south, hit Spain. Right there at the tip of the Med, the Portuguese and the Spanish. So what'd they do? Well, you could see by the black arrow, they came over and they kept going. Columbus never set foot in America. Right there in the middle is that D.C. deal for the gold. Yeah, they went global. And as you can see by the orange, King George, he made it over to the inmates down to South Africa. That included the Philippines because they got the peso just like the Mexicans.
And you've got Russia and China proper and India and the other South Africa that's rising up. And they're going to BRICS. So that's a summary of how the money went global. Very concise, but this is near-term history because the Anunnaki only dropped in with the RH negative freaking 2,000-something years ago, BC. David's kingdom started in 1010. He didn't need no money. Yeshua didn't need any money to go heal the lepers. He never touched the government. Red, white, and blue, Uncle Sam pointing at you. Go to war! All right, let's get back. No ties.
For years, my focus has been solely on
You need
Earth.
healing.
And today, I proclaim that you will never be exploited again.
Yeah.
The dark forces are being addressed, with many already
That's
removed.
passive voice.
We envision a bright future for Earth.
What is passive
A wonderful
voice,
new
class?
world emerging for all its inhabitants. The days of agony and despair are drawing to a close. You will soon discover the mysteries of your own bodies and the planet itself.
Whoa.
You, the light guardians, are
7
activating your
chakra
powerful
babes.
multi-dimensional selves,
Heading to
aiding
13.
the Earth in reaching its fully awakened state.
His daughter,
This is
Sarah.
a formidable combination, and precisely
She was
why
an
you were
infant
chosen to be here at this crucial
when
time.
her mother
light,
got her father
consciousness,
out the
love,
tomb,
Energy,
and they went to
healing,
France.
and beautiful hearts are spearheading
What?
this great awakening.
He thought he died.
In the later half of 2024,
Eat my body,
humanity
drink
will
my
be overwhelmed
blood.
with revelations that will shake them to the core,
Whoa.
as
What
they
have
learn
done
that
to
life
us?
is not as
Rome,
they once thought,
the
that
Anunnaki.
they have been living in a
They
fabricated
eat
reality.
people.
Of course, you will have to be there to guide them with love.
Guide who? Trump? Biden's got
They
a
will
shot.
awaken to the truth about
He was
many
Genghis Khan. He's
individuals
got
and
the labyrinth
organizations,
on Mars. They switched. So
challenging
the
their
old
previous
Biden's up on
perceptions
Mars,
of who is good
inside
or
the
bad.
body of Genghis Khan, and vice
This will
versa.
eventually lead you all to reclaim your power
Musk
as
is a
divine
Draco.
spiritual beings
No
on
one can
beloved
talk to
Mother
any
Earth.
sense to him.
The past will dissolve, and the future will be infused with light,
Elon
beauty,
Musk is
joy,
gone already. He
happiness,
missed it.
abundance,
John chapter 17,
peace,
verse
freedom,
12.
and all.
Well, well. What do we have here? The new Moses. Well, shit, that's Obama.
The target letter means to you you're done. It means you're going to get indicted, and it doesn't get sent. You know, it's not like a subpoena. Prosecutors can send subpoenas out like it's nothing. But a target letter is a big deal, and it's a big deal when they receive it in the Trump camp. It must have set off an awful lot of alarms. Meaning, what do we do next? Because I'm about to be indicted.
Good thing he almost got shot.
Because, you know, and it's a sad moment, right? And I think from a prosecutor's standpoint, it's a sad moment, too, that as a prosecutor, I have to do this. I have to make this type of history. It's a sad state of affairs, but it has to be done, and we're going to do it by dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and that's why we sent the target letter.
Man, oh man, the guy is still the lead dude.
Yeah, that's my reaction. This is the only way that the Democrats have to beat President Trump is to
See,
arrest
unfortunately,
him,
she's got to make a choice. She's a good lady, but she's
charges.
got to beat Trump zombie. Oh, there's Kevin McCarthy, Republican. So let's see what we have here. It wouldn't play there, so it's allowing me to watch it on X. That's the guy that paid for the movie, I think. That reptile on the left.
Because he's going to go after the traffickers.
Do you think he understands that?
Now this man is in charge of the
with him
band.
last night, Oh, I didn't know
Harley
that story.
Pasternak and him are
he's
key
gonna be willing to
partners.
do this, do something.
Caviezel.
He wasn't here last night. This is the new Moses. I mean, I'm still Jesus, but he's the new Moses.
You hear this?
Pharaoh, let my children go free.
All right. I did not know that was an impressive screening at Bedminster, I guess. Eduardo, Jim Caviezel, great to see you again. Congratulations on all your success. I can't say I'm surprised.
No, why would you not be? Did you know that, just imparting on this particular general topic in Fox, Sean Hannity knows the real JFK Jr. We're going to find out. David Quigley. Hannity was in the crew when, you see, the real JFK Jr. was alive and hidden by Jackie O in Greece. He was John F. Kennedy's son. The real guy that you saw on TV was Aristotle Onassis' son. His sperm from the ovum of Jackie Onassis. Okay? Drop the Kennedy for that one. And that was JFK Jr. And he did die on that plane, and Quigley was on the fucking plane with him. David Quigley's my hero, man. He's with us. Yeah. Peace. Now, if a provider chooses to name themselves Divine Wisdom, they either gotta shit or get off the pot. The steel pot.
How do celebrities like Justin Bieber and The Rock generate hundreds of millions of dollars? It's actually not what you think.
They share
make
it.
A special kind
Then they
of
die
money
like
known
Will
as
Smith.
Royalties.
Royalties? We have a royal
It
flush.
involves planets that hold significant astrological power. This alignment is not just a visual spectacle. It's believed to create a powerful energy field that influences everything from our personal lives.
I have this on Faster Talk, but I'm going to go back to the beginning.
Have you ever wondered what's about to unfold as the summer sun begins to set? What if I told you that the next few days will bring something unexpected that could change how you see things, whether you're ready or not? Imagine 3 powerful planets aligning in perfect harmony, creating a cosmic dance that hasn't happened in years. This rare event, known as the Palatine alignment, is about to unleash a wave of massive energy that could reshape everything. But that's not all.
I haven't looked
Solar
at
flares are on the
what
horizon,
Pamela
promising to
Gregory
supercharge
would
this
have to
already
say. I
intense
may
energy.
find that and add
This
it
is
to
more
this.
than just an astronomical phenomenon. It's a signal of a major cosmic shift that could impact everyone.
Because astrologists
Are
have
you ready to harness the power of the universe?
additional
Curious to know what's coming?
insight
This video
of
is
the
divided into 3
complications,
parts, and trust me, you won't want to miss
positive
the
or
last.
negative,
It's
witting
essential.
or unwitting.
So stick around until the end. If you're
Some
ready to
people will
welcome
get a
this
telescope
energy, drop
out and
a
just
comment
be
below
like,
saying,
oh
"I'm
yeah,
open to the
look.
universe's blessings." And don't forget to like, share, and
What
subscribe
a
to our channel.
coincidence.
Your support helps us spread this powerful message to those who need it. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss what's about to happen.
Yeah, share it.
Imagine looking up at the night sky and knowing that the very forces governing the universe are shifting into a unique formation, setting the stage for something truly extraordinary.
We're in the
This isn't
golden
just
age.
stargazing. It's witnessing the Palatine alignment, a rare cosmic event where 3 of the most influential planets come into perfect alignment. But what does this mean for us on Earth? Let's dive into this cosmic dance and uncover its significance. The Palatine alignment occurs when 3 major planets align in a straight line from our perspective on Earth. While planetary alignments happen from time to time, the Palatine alignment is special because it involves planets that hold significant astrological power. This alignment is not just a visual spectacle. It's believed to create a powerful energy field that influences everything from our personal lives to global events. In this alignment, the 3 planets involved are Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. Each of these planets plays a crucial role in shaping the energies that affect our world. Jupiter, known as the planet of expansion and abundance, Jupiter governs growth, prosperity, and wisdom. When Jupiter is involved in an alignment, it amplifies the energies around it, making them more potent. This means that during the Palatine alignment, any opportunities for growth, whether personal, professional, or spiritual, are magnified. It's a time when we can expand our horizons and embrace new possibilities.
Magnified.
Saturn. Saturn is the planet of structure, discipline, and responsibility. Often referred to as the taskmaster,
That's
Saturn's
about
influence
right.
is about learning life lessons, setting boundaries, and building foundations. In the Palatine alignment,
Rummy.
Saturn's presence brings a grounding energy, helping us to stay disciplined and focused as we navigate through the changes
Oklahoma
and opportunities
City.
that arise. It's a time to solidify our plans and make long-term commitments.
Why did they do that?
Mars,
Did they have
the
to
planet
do
of
it?
action and
Clinton
drive,
and Bush?
represents energy, passion, and determination.
It was
When
the
Mars is
drug
part of
records
alignment,
manually.
it injects
They
a burst of
moved all the
motivation and
records
courage
from
into
Little
our
Rock to
During the
Oklahoma
Palatine
City.
alignment, Mars encourages
Right
us
down
to take bold
I-40.
steps, pursue our goals with vigor,
And
act
they
on the
blew it up
opportunities
with
presented by
McVeigh.
Jupiter's
That was the
expansive
initial
influence.
discharge, but there
However,
was
Mars also
demo
warns us
in the
to be mindful of
federal
impulsive
building
actions
already.
and to channel our energy wisely.
Like a secondary
Massive
boom.
energy influx. As the universe gets into alignment, a powerful surge of energy flows toward Earth, carrying with it the potential to transform our lives in ways we may never have imagined. This isn't just
It'd be
any
like
energy,
shooting a
it's
bullet
concentrated
into a
force, amplified by the alignment of planets,
can
that
of
can profoundly
gas.
influence our emotions, thoughts, and actions. During a planetary alignment like the Palatine alignment, the
Oklahoma
combined
City.
gravitational forces of the planets create a unique energy field that extends
Clinton
across
Bush.
the universe. This field
Mars
acts as a conduit,
Wars.
channeling cosmic energy
Bush
directly
was
to Earth.
Enlil. Clinton
Think of
is
it as a high-speed
Ahab.
connection to the universe's power grid, where we suddenly have
Bush
access
was
to more
Allah.
energy than usual.
Clinton is
This
Ahab.
influx isn't random. It's a
Clinton
deliberate
got
part
the
of
web.
cosmic design. The universe is constantly in motion, and these alignments are
He
opportunities
parked
for
those
energy to
Navy
be
ships right
redistributed,
outside Haiti,
rebalanced,
but he was
realigned.
going in.
When planets like
Lolita
Jupiter,
Express
Saturn,
to
and Mars
come.
come into alignment, they act as cosmic
Billy
antennas,
Ahab.
drawing in energy from
I
the
hope
farthest
he's with
reaches
us.
of space
And
focusing it
Hillary.
onto our planet. This
They
energy
can
is then
dance.
absorbed by everything on Earth, our environment, our society, and most importantly, us. So what happens when we're on the receiving end
As
of this
far as
massive
Barry
energy?
Sortero and
The effects can be felt on
Michael
multiple
Ray
levels,
Robinson,
emotionally, mentally, and physically.
the
energy from
man
the
first
universe can
lady
stir
with a
up our
penis.
emotions,
I mean, come
bringing
on, what are
unresolved
these
feelings to
things
the surface.
aligning for? Them?
This might
Well,
manifest as sudden
Saturnalia.
bursts of passion, waves of inspiration, or
It's
even
light or
unexpected
dark,
moments of sadness
witting or
frustration.
unwitting,
It's as if the universe is giving us a gentle, or not so
industrious
gentle nudge to
idiots
confront
who've done it
what we've
over and
been
over again.
While this can be
Obama was
challenging, it also
Columbus.
offers a chance to
Nina
release
Pinta
old
Santa
emotional baggage and
Maria.
embrace new emotional clarity. On a mental level, this energy can sharpen our thoughts and enhance our intuition. You might
El
find yourself
Niño
having sudden
Colombo.
insights, creative ideas, or
He had an
deeper understanding
almanac.
of complex issues. This is the
He turned the
universe's way of
corner on a
helping us
blue
see things more
moon.
clearly,
They were
making it
ready to
easier solve problems,
rise
make
up. He says,
decisions,
wait,
and set new goals.
look.
However, the influx of energy can also lead to overthinking. Or
And the
mental fatigue if
Indians
we
went,
don't manage it properly.
oh, we taste
Physically,
good
the energy
anyway.
influx can manifest as a surge of vitality. You
He
might
cut
feel
him with
energized,
the metal.
motivated, and ready to take on new challenges.
Oh,
This is a great time to start new projects.
held
take
their
bold
finger
steps,
out like a
or
kid
engage
that
in
has hurt
activities that
themselves.
require physical effort. On the flip side, if this energy
The
isn't
Portuguese
channeled properly,
tasted
it
it
can
and
lead to
went,
excesses
ha
or even death.
ha.
It's important to find a balance and listen
And
to
we
your
got
inner
us
signals.
some
The
prime
universe's gift of
rib.
energy comes with many benefits, especially if we're open to receiving and using it wisely. With a heightened mental
But
clarity and emotional depth,
we're
that this
supposed to
energy
love
brings,
each other and not
creativity can
eat each
soar.
other.
Artists,
Don't you
writers, and
agree?
innovators might find themselves flooded with new ideas.
You like
and
the
inspiration.
McRib?
This is a time to
You
explore
like
new
the
creative
Barbie?
ideas, experiment with different approaches, and think outside.
You
the
like
box.
eating animals?
The universe is essentially giving
You
you
like
a
it,
creative boost.
viewer.
Don't let it go to waste.
You can't
The
stop.
emotional and mental shifts triggered by
So
this
you're
energy
gonna die.
can lead to
You'll pass
significant
away.
personal growth. By confronting and releasing
Astrally.
old patterns,
And then you'll
we make
show up
space
where
for new
you're going
experiences
and it'll
and
be
ways of
like,
being. This is a time.
they tasted good.
Just got this baby on eBay. I'm going bolder with
Of transformation, where we can reinvent ourselves, set new intentions, and align more closely with our true purpose. The universe is offering a path to greater self-awareness and fulfillment. Take the first step. The physical vitality that accompanies this energy influx can be channeled into achieving goals and making progress in various areas of life. Whether it's career advancement, personal projects, or physical fitness, the universe's energy can propel you forward. It's like having an extra reserve of strength and determination to help
This
you
is about
overcome
awareness.
obstacles and achieve your dreams. While
Catch
energy
the
influx
wave
offers many benefits,
of
it
energy
also
going
comes with
up.
challenges.
We're not going
Absorbing
back to
such a large
normal.
amount of energy can be overwhelming, especially if we're not prepared for it.
This is not a
Here's what to
dream.
watch out for. The same energy
We're
that
really
brings
in the
emotional
golden
clarity
age.
can also cause emotional
We
turbulence.
made it.
If we're not ready to face our emotions, we might find ourselves
You might
feeling
die.
anxious, irritable, or even depressed. It's important to practice self-care and seek support if needed.
Wearing a
Breathing
mask.
exercises, meditation, and time in nature
His
can help
depression.
balance these intense emotions.
6 feet.
With so much
the
energy
distance.
flowing into our minds, there's a risk
They
of
did
mental
it.
overload. This
Trump
can manifest as
masterminded
racing
it.
thoughts, difficult to
Don't
concentrate,
vote for
or a sense of
anybody
being
but
mentally
yourself.
scattered. To avoid this, try to stay
Raise your
organized,
hand in public.
prioritize tasks, and give
Be
yourself
heard.
breaks. Remember, it's okay to slow
And
down
listen
and
to
take
the
things one
masses.
step at a time.
Because
The
the
surge of
majority
physical
is
energy
right.
can be exhilarating, but it can
We're
also lead to burnout if we
overwhelming
push
in
ourselves
love.
too hard. It's crucial to listen to your body
Let's
and
waterboard
recognize
some
when
of
it's
these
time to rest.
bastards to get this over with. That's my take. I think the women deserve to ask questions. Maybe if Tulsi Gabbard, she's always been a good candidate for a waterboard treatment. To make her gag it out, then she sits there confused. Oh my God, I didn't die. They what?
if we approach it with awareness and
They
intention.
forgive me. I'm
Embracing
hot.
this cosmic gift,
I'm like a
we can
tortoise,
unlock
but
new
I was
levels of
CFR
creativity,
nurse,
personal
and I
growth,
murdered someone, and I
Remember,
switched
the
parties for
universe is
Trump.
always in motion, and so
Tulsi Gabbard.
This is your moment to dance with the energy
We don't
of the
have to
cosmos
lock her
and
up.
let it
We
propel
don't
you
have to
toward
lock
a brighter
any of
future.
them up, unless they want to
Upcoming
be in a
solar flares,
cage
a
match
surge
and
of solar
just
power.
fucking eat each
Reach the
other
sun,
while
a
we
life-giving
watch.
star, suddenly unleashing a powerful burst of energy.
I
sending
mean, wouldn't
shockwaves
that
across
be a
space
proper
that reach all the
fight?
way to
Just
Earth.
put two
This
cannibals
is
in
not
a
a sci-fi
cage
movie.
and watch
It's a real
them.
cosmic phenomenon known as a solar flare. As we approach a
Mike
period of significant
Tyson's not a
planetary
cannibal.
alignment, the likelihood of these solar flares increases, creating a surge of energy.
Let's
that
go
can
with
have both
George P.
fascinating and
Bush
challenging
again.
effects on our world.
One of the
Solar flares
Soros
are intense
boys.
bursts of radiation that originate from the sun's
Or
surface.
Prince
They
William.
occur when magnetic energy that is
Cannibal
latent in the solar
shapeshifter.
atmosphere
Ah,
is released.
put him in a
This
ring.
release sends out a burst of electromagnetic radiation.
Not Harry.
including
Harry's
X-rays
with our
and ultraviolet
collective.
light into space.
He was an
These
army
flares
man,
can
an
be
infantryman,
incredibly powerful, with
Afghanistan
some
and
releasing more
back.
energy in just a few minutes
He
than
abdicated
the
his
volcanic eruptions
position.
on Earth combined.
He lives in Canada.
When these flares are directed toward Earth,
His
they
mother's
can
alive, by
planet's
the way.
magnetic field,
You'll find
leading
out
to
if you hang
electromagnetic
around
effects.
here.
But solar
She was
flares
on
aren't just
Mars,
about dazzling light shows
abducted
in
by
space.
Dodie.
They have real consequences.
One reptile to another,
When a
and
solar
into the
flare reaches
channel, and
Earth,
away she
its
went.
effects can be wide-ranging, influencing everything from our technology.
There
to
must
our
be a
personal
jumper
life.
launch point over there
One
in
of the
the
most beautiful
Euros
and visible
somewhere.
effects of solar
As a
flares
matter of
is the
fact,
auroras,
fuck,
those
the
stunning
city of
space
London,
bodies
they
that
probably
dance
got
across
a
the sky
direct
near the
shot.
polar regions. These occur
Right
when
out of the
interaction
castle.
between charged particles from a solar flare and
Fucking
Earth's magnetic field.
Bilderberg, whatever. You know, it's all from Germany, like the genetics.
In regions that don't normally experience them.
And they
It's as if
then
skies
picked the
themselves are
popes
celebrating
way the
sun's
hell back.
energetic outburst. While solar flares don't
But
pose a
we
direct threat to human health,
think
the
that
increased
it's
radiation can have subtle
different.
effects on our bodies. Some people
And if you're
report feeling
Protestant,
fatigued,
you
anxious,
hate Catholics.
or bloated during
You
periods
hate
of
them.
solar
You hate
activity.
them.
This is because
You'll
our bodies
tolerate
are
'em.
living organisms
You'll
with
bowl with
sensitive
them.
changes in the Earth's
Okay,
magnetic
you
field.
like them.
Additionally,
You don't
the
talk
influx of
about
solar
religion.
energy
You
can
talk
amplify
about what the
existing
hell's
illusions
going
in
on
mental states,
TV.
leading to heightened
Sports.
awareness or, conversely,
Bowling.
increased stress. So how do solar flares tie into
Being
the
on the
theme of
grids,
increased energy
Tom
activity during
Brady.
planetary alignments?
Yeah, Tom.
The
Oh,
answer
the
lies in
lightning.
interconnectedness
Yeah,
of
let's
our
have a
solar
fan of the
During
game.
the planetary alignment, the
Wham!
gravitational forces between the planets
Oh,
and the
why
sun
am I
can
sick?
intensify,
Every time I go
potentially
to a
triggering
game, I'm
increased solar
fucking
activity.
sick.
Think of it as the planets pulling on the
But
sun,
I want more.
creating conditions that
They're
are right
telling
for
me to
solar
come
flares.
back.
As the sun responds to these gravitational tugs,
It's
it
a
releases
package
new energy,
deal.
which then
Oh,
travels
I
through
can't
space and interacts with
resist.
Earth's
It's
magnetic
Water
field.
Street,
This
Tampa.
surge of
Bill
solar
Gates
energy
invested
amplifies the cosmic
billions
already
in this.
present
The
during
city
the
of Las Vegas.
creating a powerful combination
The
that can
city
have
of
profound
Atlantis,
effects on
Las
Earth.
Vegas.
It's as if the universe is turning up the
15
volume,
minutes,
making
baby.
sure that we're fully attuned to the changes taking place.
So I
This
like
is why
this video
periods of
because it's
planetary alignment
very
are often
wide in
accompanied by
scope.
increased solar
You can be
activity.
off grid
They're
and
two
love
sides of
your
the same
neighbor
cosmic coin.
and take
Solar
care of
flares
yourself
planetary
and others
alignments are not random events.
while they
They are
on
deeply
top
connected in the grand design of the cosmos.
take people
When these
out.
phenomena occur together, they create a
Reptilian
powerful synergy that
vortexes,
amplifies the
Bohemian
effects on
Grove, up
the
the
energy
period
released
mid
by a solar
walls,
flare during
Moloch,
planetary alignment
Alex
is not
Jones.
just a coincidence. It's part
Put
of
it
the universe's
together.
way
They all
of
love
signaling
Trump.
that significant changes
He had
are on the
incest with
horizon.
his daughter.
These events remind us
Yes,
that
I've
we are part of a
disgraced
much
this
larger
video
cosmic
with his
system
actions.
where everything is interconnected.
And therefore I'll have
The
to
same energy
show what he
that
said
drives
on
the planets and their
Wendy.
orbits
He
also
said it to
fuels the
James
sun's fiery
O'Keefe.
outbursts,
They all say
creating a
yes,
dynamic
Mr.
interplay of forces
Burritos.
that influence life on Earth. By understanding these connections, we can better
Understand the
prepare and harness the
connections.
energy
Yeah,
of these
stand
powerful
under on
cosmic
him and get
events. As we approach a
electrocuted
period of
like Ted
planetary
Bundy.
alignment and increased solar activity, it's important to stay attuned to the signs and
I don't
effects
mean to
of
be
upcoming solar flares.
dismissive of the
These
actual
surges of
words
solar
he's
power are
trying
more
to
than just
impart. I'm
fascinating
being
astronomical
facetious,
events.
humorous.
Opportunities to connect with the universe's energy
Funny
and
bone,
align
tickle it.
ourselves with the larger cosmic
No,
forces
not
at
that
play.
bone.
Whether it's through witnessing the awe-inspiring auroras or navigating the challenges posed by technological disruptions, solar flares remind us of our place in the universe and the powerful energy
Yeah.
that shape our world. Embrace
See, we
this
can be
solar
cool
surge
and radical.
let it energize and guide you
Say,
on your cosmic
fuck!
journey. Signs of a major shift.
And then say,
Have you ever felt
what?
like something big is about to happen, even though you can't quite put your finger on it? That's your intuition, picking Picking up on the signs of a major shift.
You mean?
That's why I dialed you in. This tailgate's got it all. Tech.
Yeah, who the hell are you, man? Is that Brett Favre? No.
Brats, teriyaki brats.
There they are, Wisconsin. Let's watch
Rat
this.
pizza.
Epic 85-inch TV.
Eat that meat, see?
Power.
Hockey
Everyone loves
games.
frozen drinks.
Oh shit, put some tequila in there.
Rat?
Oh, no, it'll go right through me. You know what I mean?
Ah.
I'm gonna put that right there for you when you're ready.
No, like literally, it will go through me.
What if all the best for you tech was all in one place?
That's madness. Football,
shift.
a pro sport. We idolize them. They get millions, and you watch them.
These shifts become more pronounced, manifesting in
The
ways that
drive
can
there,
affect
the
our
drive
lives.
back, the tolls
Nature
to and
is often
fro.
the
It's
first
a
to react to changes in
$250
cosmic
day if you got
The
kids.
Earth, being deeply connected to the rhythms of the universe, shows subtle signs when a major shift is underway. Before a major cosmic event like a planetary alignment or solar flare, You might notice sudden and unusual
How about
changes
that,
in the
Steve
weather.
Vickers, huh?
This could include unseasonal
Golden
storms,
Gloves.
abrupt
Go
temperature
straight
shifts,
to Joe
or even
Gallagher.
strange cloud formations.
Maui.
These
He
anomalies occur
loved
because
our
the influx
Lord
of
and
cosmic
he
energy
paraded
can
on the
disturb
beach
Earth's
every
atmosphere,
day with his
leading to
PVC cross, and
unexpected
they
weather
hit
It's as
him.
if the Earth is trying to align itself with the
They hit him in
energy,
Maui.
adjusting
That's
its
who
natural
caused the
rhythms for
fires,
response.
peeps. Did you know that?
Animals are incredibly sensitive to changes
All
in
will
the
be
environment,
revealed by
often picking up on
me.
shifts that humans might miss. Before a major
Don't
cosmic
miss it.
event, you might notice unusual animal behavior.
This is a
Birds
text
flying
message
erratically,
expanded
pets
in
acting out of
measurement for
character,
you to
or wildlife appearing
comprehend.
in unexpected places.
Don't miss
This
it.
heightened sensitivity to cosmic energy
Don't
is nature's way of
dismiss it.
signaling that something big is on the horizon.
Share it.
Directly caused by cosmic events.
Knowledge is
An increase in
power.
seismic
Power
activity
is
can be a sign
mighty
that the Earth
wisdom.
is responding to the energetic shifts in the universe.
You have
The
free
gravitational
will.
pull from planetary alignments can stress tectonic
Just
plates, making them more likely to
absorb
move
it
and release
yourself then if you
This is
can't
why periods
share
of
it.
increased planetary and solar activity often coincide with a rise in natural
That's all I
disasters like
ask.
earthquakes and
You, the
volcanic
viewer.
eruptions. As the Earth responds to cosmic
Then
shifts,
after you save
so do we.
yourself, pass this
Human
shit
behavior can change in
along.
noticeable ways
Maya's
as
got
we
a
collectively
calendar.
tune to the energy of the
9/11
universe.
is 505.0.4.0, and the 4 is because it's
People may seem more
2024.
sensitive, reactive, or even volatile.
You see, that's his
This is
birthday.
because the energy from planetary alignments
You got to
solar
start
flares
from 2020 and
amplify our
do the
emotions,
conversion
bringing
of to
underlying
negative
feelings to the
3.
surface.
Slide it to the
It's a time of
right.
emotional release, where suppressed
2017
emotions find
becomes
their way out,
2020.
often in unexpected ways.
And we thought
On
the
a larger
world was
scale,
going to
the
end in
energy of a major
2012.
cosmic
What
shift can lead
bamboozle?
to
We're going to
increased social
6-day
tension
weeks,
and
3
unrest.
weeks a month,
This might manifest as
18 months a
protests,
year.
political upheavals, or widespread
No, it's
dissatisfaction
18
with the status
days
quo.
a month.
These shifts are not just
Times
random
20
occurrences.
months.
They are
Because
collective
there's 6
responses to the
days and
energy
3
that is
weeks
pushing us toward change.
in a month.
Society, like nature, is reacting to
It's
the
on
call
their
for transformation.
calendar.
On a more positive
I
note,
didn't
you may
do it. I'm
experience
just
sudden bursts
here.
of
I was
creativity
Roman
and moments
Catholic,
of
for
deep
God's
insight.
sake. So I'm
As
trying
our
to
minds
fix
and
this
spirits align
stuff
with the
up
incoming
for
energy,
you.
we become more open
And
to
me.
new ideas and perspectives. This is a
There's
time when breakthroughs can happen, whether it's solving a
Buddha.
long-standing problem, discovering a new passion, or simply seeing the world in a new light.
Uh-oh.
The universe is urging us to think differently and embrace change. For those attuned to the spiritual realm, the signs of a major shift can be profound and transformative. These experiences often serve as direct messages from the universe, guiding us through the changes that are unfolding.
There he is, the man.
Synchronicities, the universe's subtle signals. Have you ever
Of course, that's
experienced
not really
a moment
him.
that felt
It's a
too perfect
rendition.
time to be a coincidence? Maybe you keep seeing the same numbers over and over, like 1111 on the clock.
1111.
Or you keep running into the
Start
same
collective.
symbol, person, or
2021.
idea in unexpected places.
Have to
These
talk
moments,
fast like him.
known as synchronicities, are far from random. They are the universe's way of communicating
Whoa,
with you,
synchronicities
sending
are far
subtle
from
signals that you're on
random.
the right path.
One small fell, he
As
plus
we
1, 2
navigate
small
through
fells,
periods
8
of
plus 1,
cosmic
2
alignment,
small
these
fells,
signs
plus
become even more frequent and intense, guiding us towards our true
didn't
purpose.
say smell far.
Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that occur with such regularity
But you could
and
have, if you
precision
try it
that
right
they seem
now.
orchestrated by a higher power.
You can't get through
Unlike
that
random
like I
events,
just did. One small
synchronicities
fell,
feel
he plus
charged with
1, 2 small
significance,
fells, 8
as
plus
if the
1, 3
universe is
small
trying to
fells,
get
0
your
plus
attention.
1.
These moments are
Try
often
it.
deeply personal,
See how
resonating with
fast
your
you
thoughts,
are with
feelings,
your
or
oral
situations you're
gibbly
currently
goobly.
facing.
Those
Imagine you've been
devils
thinking
got
about
4
making a big
tongues.
change in your life, and suddenly you start seeing the same numbers repeatedly, like
I'm not
222
a
or
devil.
555. Or perhaps you've been contemplating a new career, and out of nowhere, you keep hearing about that exact field from different people, articles.
How
or
about
even apps. These are
QHHT?
not mere
What?
coincidences.
I can
They are
do that
synchronicities
as a
designed
client
to reassure
and a
you that you're
guide.
aligned with your path,
In
and to
order.
encourage you to
Go
keep
that
moving
route.
forward. Synchronicities are more than just fascinating quirks of fate.
I'm a level 1.
They are deeply connected to the energy of the universe.
They love me.
Particularly during times of cosmic alignment.
I've been broadcasted on the Dolores Cannon official channel. I don't know who put it out, but I have my suspicions. I know her. She knows me.
Our intuition and make us more
Her
attuned to the
initials are
subtle messages of the
SS,
universe.
and she called out
During
Trump.
these periods, the veil
She
between
loves
the material
Dolores
world and the spiritual
Cannon.
realm becomes thinner,
She's
making it
befuddled,
easier for the universe
and
to
she
communicate with us.
smelled the roses.
Synchronicities are one of the ways
When
this
Dolores
communication
spoke to
happens.
her through a
The universe
client.
uses synchronicities to guide us, offering gentle nudges and confirmations that we are on the right path. It's as if the universe is saying, yes,
Said you're
you're
doing a
exactly
great
where you
job,
need to be.
Suzanne.
Keep going.
Yes,
Synchronicities
that's
can
what she
manifest in
said.
many different
You did.
forms, each carrying its own message and meaning.
You're going to be...
Here are some of the most
Well,
common
she didn't
types
say that.
and what they might be
She
signaling
just
to
said,
you.
thank
Seeing
you
the
for
same numbers
doing
over
what
and
you
over,
do.
like 111,
And you know, Dolores
333,
Cannon waited
or
till she was the
777,
last
is one
one.
of the most
Everybody
common
else
forms of
had
synchronicity. Each number has its
spoken
own
through
vibrational energy and
the
message.
throat
For
chakra of
example,
her client, and
111
then
often
Dolores
signifies new
Caveman.
beginnings and the need to focus on
And
your
she
thoughts
knows her
and intentions,
personally.
while 555 indicates
She
change
said, thank
and
you,
transformation.
Dolores.
When you notice these numbers,
I don't know how
pay
much
attention to
these
what you
people
were
talk
thinking
to
or
each
feeling
other
at the
when
time,
I'm not
as it
around.
can provide
This
insight
was on
into the
video.
message the universe is trying to convey.
And this man is signed to
Sometimes,
Dolores
the universe
Cannon,
communicates through
this
recurring
channel
symbols or objects.
provider.
You might keep seeing a particular animal, like a butterfly, which often symbolizes transformation.
I
and
had
growth.
one land on me
Or
the
you
other
might repeatedly
day.
encounter a specific symbol, like a heart.
I
or a
see a
feather,
lot of
which can
mice
signify
also.
love or spiritual guidance. These symbols are the universe's way of sending you a message that resonates with your current situation or challenges.
They're domestic
Have you ever
pets,
run into the
but
same
I don't
person
really
multiple
want them
times
in
in
my
different places?
house.
Or have the same topic come up in
I wish
unrelated
they'd just
conversations?
go
This is another form of
freaking run around the
synchronicity.
forest
The universe
and
might be
find
guiding you
food
toward a specific
there.
relationship, idea,
But
or
they come in
opportunity
your
that is
house,
important for your
you
growth.
gotta trap them
Pay
and
attention to
snap
these
them,
encounters,
and
as they often carry significant meaning.
they
Sometimes
have
synchronicities can
disease
show up in the
maybe,
form of
but not
songs,
really.
movies, or books that seem to speak directly to your situation.
Well,
Maybe you hear a song on the radio that perfectly describes what you're going through.
yeah.
Or you stumble upon a movie that provides the
You're
answer to
my
a question
best
you've been pondering.
friend.
These are not just
That's
coincidences.
Freddie Mercury.
They are messages from the universe delivered through the media you consume. Recognizing synchronicities requires mindfulness and...
Oh, another commercial.
Perfecting your swing.
Safe Flight.
Nice shot, Dad.
Yeah, Dad, you're in
Father,
trouble.
sister, brother.
Safe Flight replace.
But replacing your windshield.
Safe Flight is actually pretty good. You know, when you need them, you got them, then you show up and do their
Often we
work.
dismiss these moments
Guys
as
are
mere
trained and
coincidences,
they'll
but
come
when
to
we
your
start
house.
to pay attention,
I've
we
done it
realize
before.
they carry deeper meaning. Here's how to become
So
more
the
aware
world
of
has a lot of
synchronicities
good things
and
in it.
interpret
You
their
just gotta
messages.
pay a shit ton
Synchronicities are
for
most
it.
easily recognized when you are fully present in the moment.
With tax.
Practice mindfulness to stay attuned to your surroundings and your inner thoughts. The more present you are, the more
Wait till we're
likely you are
not
to
paying
notice
taxes
these subtle
anymore.
signs.
That'll drop
Your
prices,
intuition
and then
is
we'll
your
just
inner guide,
start
and it plays a
trading
crucial
stuff
role
at a
in
fair
recognizing
market
synchronicities.
value. Because you
If
need
something feels
something, I got
significant,
something to
trust
give,
that
and
it
vice
is.
versa.
Even if you can't immediately understand the meaning, acknowledge the
And be
synchronicity
fair.
and allow its message to unfold over
And,
time.
you know, give the other guy
Synchronicities
the
often appear at
give
critical
him
moments
the
in your
better
life.
deal. Like,
When you're
okay,
facing
I'm
a
going to do
decision,
that for you.
going
And
through a
he
challenge,
goes, no,
or
no, no, no,
contemplating
I
a
want to
change.
go lower, and I'm going
Reflect
to
on
do
what's
that for
happening in your
you.
life when you notice a synchronicity, and
And
consider
you
how
do
the
it.
message might relate to your current situation. Writing down your
Being
experiences
nice
with
to each other.
synchronicities can help you see patterns
Like,
and gain
outdo
deeper
the other
insight
guy.
into their meaning. Over time, you might
What a
notice
world
recurring
we're going to
themes and
live
messages
in.
that
When
provide
all
guidance
these
on your path.
greedy
During
bastards
times
like
of cosmic
Trump
alignment,
get the
synchronicities become more
fuck
frequent
off our
and more intense.
planet.
The energy
Enough
of the
of
aligned
him.
planets amplifies the flow of information between the universe and
The
your
guy
consciousness,
missed them.
making it easier to
E.T.
receive and understand these messages.
Zorbath.
This is a powerful time to pay close attention to the
He
signs
was from
around you,
Zeradia.
and to trust that the universe is guiding you
So,
toward
you know where
your
this
true
video
purpose.
is, in
Whether
case
seeing
you're
repeating
mad
numbers,
because I'm talking
encountering
over
the same
it.
symbols, or experiencing meaningful coincidences, know that these synchronicities are not random. They are a part of the universe's grand design.
Not
helping you navigate
random.
your path with confidence and clarity.
There are no
As you move through this period of
coincidences.
alignment,
It's that
embrace
tight.
the synchronicities as divine guidance, leading you closer to your destiny.
There was a King of the Dark Sun. The contract was 80 years.
Reassurance and guidance as you journey
Vatican I, Vatican
especially during
II.
times of
2
cosmic
was
alignment. These signs become more
GHWB.
pronounced, serving as a beacon that lights your way.
Picked by Hitler.
Heightened intuition.
Dark. He
During periods of intense
is a
cosmic
second
activity,
density
such as
critter
planetary
now.
alignments or solar flares,
A domestic
you may
pet.
notice that your intuition
The
becomes
downfall.
sharper and more pronounced. This heightened intuition is like a finely tuned inner compass.
I think he's
guiding
probably
you through the
adoptions
changes
or
and
something
shifts
like
are
that.
taking
You know,
place
those
around you.
little dogs with the
Your
legs and they
intuition,
bark.
often
They look
referred to
like
as your
hot
gut
dogs
feeling,
and they
or
bite.
inner knowing, is the subtle yet powerful
I mean,
voice
come on.
that alerts you to what is right
Down to
and wrong for you.
your ankles.
During times
Ankle
of cosmic
biters.
alignment, this intuitive sense is amplified, making it easier to access deeper
You can
insights
kick them a
and
long
understanding.
way with a drop
You might
kick.
find yourself experiencing sudden
Spin them
flashes of
by the
clarity,
tail. I'd
strong
never do
feelings about
that,
certain
but I
choices,
think
or
it's
vivid
funny.
dreams that seem to carry important messages. One of the most common ways heightened intuition manifests is through premonitions or vivid dreams. These dreams can feel incredibly real and may offer glimpses into future events or situations.
Guys, are you listening
They
to
can
this?
also bring to
I
light
hope
hidden
so.
truths or unresolved
Hope you're
issues that
listening.
need your attention. Pay attention to these dreams, as they are often rich with symbolic meaning and can provide
Play
guidance
this
on your
back at
current
normal
path.
speed.
Similarly, you might experience premonitions, those strong, inexplicable feelings that something is
It's all
about to happen.
coming, man. We're going
These feelings can
telepathy,
serve as
Vedic,
warnings or confirmations,
Sumerian
helping you
tablets,
make decisions that are aligned
Bible,
with your highest good.
us.
Whether it's a sense of unease about a particular situation,
Adam and Eve,
or an
69 and
overwhelming feeling of
69,
excitement
Lake
about a new
Van,
opportunity,
just less than a
these
half a
intuitive
million years
nudges
ago.
are the universe's way of steering you in the right
Schools
direction.
of
In a
wisdom,
world that
animal
often prioritizes
husbandry,
logic and reason, it
and
can
then
be
the
challenging to trust
Anunnaki
your
come
intuition,
along and
especially when it goes against conventional wisdom.
twist everything.
However, during times
And
of heightened
suddenly,
cosmic
Noah
energy,
gets boned
trusting
by
your
a
intuition
ham.
is crucial.
Not
This inner guidance is
my
attuned to the subtle
fault.
energies of the universe
Melchizedek
and can
is
help you navigate the changes and decisions that
in
arise during
Yeshua's
these
tapestry,
periods. When you
way
feel a
up.
strong intuitive pull, listen
Laws
to
of
it.
Melchizedek,
Even if you can't explain why you
divine
feel a
laws,
certain way,
divine
trust that your intuition
wisdom.
is picking up on something
Put it
important.
together,
By
best
honoring these feelings,
version.
you align yourself with the flow of the universe and open yourself up to
51%
opportunities
to
that are
others. That's your share
As
value.
the cosmic energy shifts, you may be faced with
Mind,
decisions or
body,
situations
spirit.
that require
Just
careful
so you're
consideration.
thinking
With
others.
heightened intuition can serve as a
Even
valuable tool during
thoughts,
these
thinking
times,
good
helping you decide
thoughts
which
is
choices are in your best interest.
contribution.
Whether you're deciding to embark on a new venture,
You
end
need
a
to
relationship,
know how
or make a
powerful
significant
you
life
are,
change,
and it's
your
going to be
intuition will provide
your
the guidance you need to move forward with confidence. In moments of
destiny
doubt or
to
uncertainty, take a moment to quiet your mind
go
and tune
where
into
you're
your inner
going.
voice. Ask yourself what feels right, and listen to the answer that comes from within. The more you practice trusting your intuition,
truth.
the stronger and more
Gotta
reliable
seek it.
it will become. Heightened intuition is one of the most powerful gifts you can receive during times of cosmic alignment. It's your personal guide, offering insights and directions that align.
These are all right brain, left brain egoic
when the
functions.
cosmos undergoes a significant shift,
Tune it up. You
planetary
gotta
alignments of
ask
solar
for
flares,
it,
it can
seek
act as a
it.
catalyst for a
Girls
spiritual
read
awakening.
tarot
For
cards.
those who are receptive,
It goes
this
on and
awakening
on.
is not just a
Psychics.
fleeting moment of insight, but a profound transformation that reshapes how they view themselves and the world around them. A
They've
spiritual
been
awakening
here.
often begins with a sudden, deep realization that there is
Gypsies.
more to life than what meets the eye. This shift
Not
can be triggered
going
by
to your
cosmic events
church.
that heighten the energy around us,
Indians.
opening our minds and hearts to
Hindu.
new possibilities. You might find yourself
Now they
questioning the
worship
purpose of your
cows maybe
existence,
too much.
feeling
I
strong
can't
connections to something greater than
say.
yourself, or experiencing an
used to.
overwhelming sense of peace that seems to come from nowhere. It's as if the universe has opened a doorway,
Love.
inviting you to step through into a new level of consciousness.
Kaya Rao
This
is
doorway
Joan
leads to a
Bar.
place where you can see beyond the mundane,
And she has to
into the
admit
profound,
it.
where every experience has meaning and every moment
She
is an
would.
opportunity for growth. One of the hallmarks of spiritual
I was Billy
awakening
the
is the
Kid. I just
realization
admit it.
that life is far more profound than
Like,
you ever imagined.
It's me.
You start to see patterns, connections, and synchronicities.
That was Margaret
you never
Clitheroe.
noticed
I
before.
admit it.
It's as if the veil of ordinary perception is lifted.
I keep a
revealing
handout
the
for you.
intricate tapestry of existence. This realization.
Look, I ain't shitting you. I was Margaret Clitheroe. Go look at her pictures and see if there's any similarities.
You may also find
I mean the
yourself
sharp ones where she looks intelligent.
meditate, or engage in
She looks
practices
good in
that
all of
deepen your
them.
connection to the divine. This search for meaning is a natural part of the awakening process, as your soul
Me.
seeks to align with its true
They
purpose.
pressed me to death.
During the spiritual awakening,
I read to
many
my
people
child.
experience a profound
Locked
connection to a
away.
higher power, whether that's the universe,
What a
God,
life. The
or a
shanties.
universal energy that permeates all things. This connection brings with it a sense of being
So I
guided
have
and
past life
supported,
awareness. I'm not
even in the
saying I
face of
can tell
challenges.
you what I
You
had
might
for
feel as though you
breakfast
were never
on
truly alone,
in
but there is a force watching over you,
67.
helping you navigate your path. This connection often leads to a deeper sense of trust in the unfolding of your life. You start to see that everything happens for a reason, and even the most difficult experiences are opportunities for growth.
Marriage.
This trust allows you to surrender to the flow of life, knowing that you are being led toward your highest good. As you awaken to this new level of consciousness, you may find yourself experiencing an overwhelming sense of peace and purpose. The struggles and anxieties that once consumed you begin to fade as you align with your true self. This peace is not dependent on external circumstances. It comes from within.
There you go. A lot of commercials. Seek the truth within. What's his name? Aaron Rodgers, man. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Telling you right now. He's anti-vax. He's come out with the satire, and some of them are good. I mean, they're all good. Try and love everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's conclude with some Donald to Wendy. Peace.
Miller has it, throws to Buddy Harrelson, one to first, double play!